So, if you didn't know, I'm certainly a Pokemon fan. I'm a big fan of Pokemon since I was a kid, and it might be the only franchise I stick for a very long time other than Ultraman. So for today's video, I figured why not I combine the two elements into one thing. This video was influenced by the Ultraman series called Ultra Galaxy Mega Monster Battle. It's basically a Pokemon series, but with a lot of permanent Dynamax. And also Mega Evolve, I think. What I'm going to do in this video is that I'm going to give these Pokemon types their own Kaiju. So I'll be showing you only 18 Kaiju, so this will be a pure type Kaiju Pokemon. The first type is normal type, and I'm thinking of Gavadon A. And the reason I think so is because Gavadon A doesn't have any powers and well, he basically just a normal Kaiju. I also kinda think of Pigmon, but at the same time I think Pigmon fits for rock type as well because he lives in the cave or maybe ground type. And also because Pigmon is really nice creature, it also could be a fairy type. Next up is fire type, and for the fire type I choose Zambola. The reason I choose Zambola is kinda obvious. He has a power of fire and his body is really hot. So I kinda see this coming. Well, if you think of Vanilla, I would disagree because Vanilla and Aboras both has depicted as the devil. So what is devil? Devils are creatures that are evil. They are demons. So Vanilla and Aboras will be fire and dark type, and Aboras will be ice and dark type. So they will not be in this list. Moving on to water type, we have Muruchi. Well, I think Muruchi really fit well with the water type because come on, he's a creature of the sea. Another choices for water type, I also think of Gesura until I realized Gesura have poison on his body, so he will be a water poison type. Moving on to electric type, we have Neronga. And obviously Neronga has electric powers. Same case with the past Kaiju, King, which also one of the choices for electric type, will not be in this list because it will be electric water type. Next up is the brutal one, that is ice type. I know many people say that ice type is a bad types, but still I'm gonna give it a really strong Kaiju, that is Snowgon. If you didn't know, Snowgon basically killed Ultraman Jack in the most brutal way, and I don't know, it's kinda like an ice and dark type at the same time. But I don't really feel the darkness in that creatures. He mostly just like any other Kaiju. So yeah. The other interesting choices for this ice type Pokemon is that I would think of Wu. And Wu is basically a ghost. So he is an ice ghost type. Next is fighting type, and I choose Gomora. Gomora is basically a warrior that will never let down from his fight, and fighting type is basically depicted as a creature that could fight just like a martial arts, a noble fighter, or basically just a superhero, and Gomora is a noble fighter. The other Kaiju for the fighting type, I would think of Red King because it makes sense. He has muscle, he always fight, but he mostly looks like a dark type. And if you didn't know, in Japanese, dark type is evil type. And of course, Red King is not 100% evil, but he basically do everything stupid. Like if he see an innocent Kaiju, he will attack that Kaiju for no reason. For grass type, I choose Soritra or Sorikra. I don't know how to pronounce that, but basically he is the creature from Ultraman Mebius, and I think that creature needs some highlight. My only other choice for grass type is Southland. No. For poison type, I choose Moknezune, and if you didn't know Moknezune, he is also not really popular, but he deserves a highlight for being a Kaiju that shoot out mustard gas. If you didn't know what mustard gas is, look it up. It's easily to say a yellow gases made out of poison. Next type is ground type, which I choose Magula, which obvious reasons. And now we're going to the one with a lot of choices, that is flying type. There's a lot of bird Pokemon or bird Kaiju, but I would think Litra is the best choices because first of all, Litra is the first ever bird Kaiju in the series, and also Litra doesn't have any powers. Okay, for Psychic types, there's a lot of things to choose, and I choose Nosferu from Nexus series. The reason Psychic type is really hard is because if you want to do any Kaiju with Psychic type, you either gonna have Genius Alien, which I don't really want to do that. I choose to look at Space Beasts. And Space Beasts, lots of them have secondary types. Like Galveros will probably be a dark psychic type or dark or fire psychic type, and I think the only one that could be just psychic type is Nosferatu. For the bug type, I choose Shieldobun because Shieldobun doesn't have any power and he basically a bug. Next up is rock type, which I choose Gorbagos. Gorbagos is easily the best choice because first of all, he looks like a rock type Pokemon, and he also have an ability to just camouflage himself with rocks. Like if he lays on the mountain full of rocks, nobody could see him. So that's the perfect rock type over there. Once again, Red King came to the table, and which I think kind of fair if we want to give Red King a rock type, though he will be a rock fighting or rock dark types. Also, if he become a rock type, and since Red King's enemy is Gomora gonna win big time. If we take Red King as rock dark type, Gomora will win because Red King will have 4 times weakness to fighting type. Next we go to the ghost type, which I choose Nova for obvious reason. After that, I choose Black King for dark type Pokemon, which also obvious reason because how evil and how cruel this creature is. Steel type, I choose Scavenger, and also an obvious reasons. And for the fairy type, I have to choose Alien because I can't find anything, and I choose Alien Angel. Finally, the last Pokemon type, that is Dragon type. For Dragon type, there's really a lot of choices, but as well as the other one that has a lot of choices, they have a secondary types. So I choose Natsuno Ryu from Ultraman Max series, which he basically a long neck dragon, and that's it, which is good because we just want a dragon, we don't want anything else. Dragon type other choices, as I said, there's a lot of them, but most of them are not really as interesting. But I also think about Tyrant. Yes, Tyrant is a dinosaur, but Tyrantrum is a dinosaur and he's a dragon type, so that could work. Also, I think Tyrant will be a dragon dark type because he's basically a killing machine. Well, that wraps up for today's video. If you agree, tell me in the comment section below. If you disagree, please tell me in the comment section below as well. And tell me what kaiju do you think fit perfectly for the every types. Also, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.